Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Set, ready, hit the flag. Check, watch the defense. Hey, 43, 15.
And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but they definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
Well, they have the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's Bell. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
The Pro Bowler Fletcher Cox there to get him down. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Mahomes. And he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Vernon Davis. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 20. Two-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On the set. Check, 59. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Motion. Pop. Shoot.
LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And they'll keep it on the ground with McCoy. The tackle goes to Harrison Smith.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Manning. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call.
X3, 218, chopper. 59, Mike to 59. Your trash.
And that'll set him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Get it.
From the gun, it's Manning. It's caught. Jones. The 30. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Julio Jones. His third touchdown now on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Hey, we got more.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
It's 3rd and 10.
Yellow. Let's go on, 80. And color. Blue dot corkers. Blue dot corkers.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Flushed out right. Johnson's got it complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards the pick up there. Good for a Raven first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. On the crossing route, complete. That's Moss. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Topper! Bravo! Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike the 50. Now.
Manning will try again on second down. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago. They're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Throwing is Manning. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Now it's the fullback. This is Kyle Juszczyk. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Throw right side, going to be complete to Moss. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Ready up.
The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Watch the leg. Check 99. Check 99. General West. Big River.
Throwing again. Manning. And he's got Edelman for the first time. That's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Look at me. Zipper.
They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And he's got roamed. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
Here we go.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Smoke.
Check 59. Mike is 59.
Shoot.
To throw again. Manning. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Kill. Hey, exit. 5.
Working from the gun. Manning looking deep for Julio. And this is taken in at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
64, weak.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
Watch the twist.
They'll keep it on the ground with McCoy this time. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
59. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready.
Protein spill.
Y'all play.
Hey, Echo.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Leonard Fournette His second touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Yellow.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. To throw, it's Mahomes. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line.
You're looking there, the defensive back was maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The running back, Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long, and they'll get him down right around the 16. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they take a 17-14 lead. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Yellow. Come back.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Yellow. Let's go, Ollie. Same thing, yellow.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mahomes gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Even. 4 down. Even.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. It's complete to Fuller. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Mahomes now on first down. Dancing to his left. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. There, this is picked up by the Browns. And he spins through. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Yeah, baby. We got it. We got it. Let's go now.
The Browns drive about to get started. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Let's go. 8, read.
So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Down.
The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
Adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Got it. Watch the screen. Pass. Check. Don't travel. Shoot.
Again, it's McCoy. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
59. Hey, let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
First down, Browns.
Hey, Delta. 59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check. 59. So we got man. 5.
On first down, Manning. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Big stop. Hey. Let's go. Topper. Buzz. Mike, check. 59. Target.
Now a draw play. This is McCoy. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Hey, Foxtrot. Mike 5'9. Hey. Go. Hey, Charlie. Mike's 50. Get it.
Manning going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
On the draw, this will be Freeman. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Go. Hey, seam 6. Mike, 59's Mike. Check. 59.
Now on 2nd and 13. Manning over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Fournette running out of the gun. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming. There's more where I came from.
Tucker's kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. Well, the offense, they got the ball in a great spot, but they went nowhere. Forced them to take just the 3.
And they'll be, happy taking the 3. But those guys on the other side, they've got to be ecstatic. They didn't let them get anywhere. It made them kick a field goal. That almost feels like they got the advantage, doesn't it?
Let's go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Yellow.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 45-yard line. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 45-yard line. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
Check it back. Recall, 132 fighting.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Caught here by Bell. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Tight left.
Again, it's Bell. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Watch safety creep. Yellow. Safety's creeping.
Now Bell. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. They give to Johnson going right. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal.
552. I got wide. Yellow. Right side.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Let's go.
Well, just kicking a field goal there, that's a decision that could be open to second guessing. You know, you're trying to get back within a field goal, but it didn't work out as planned.
And now you're banking on your defense to be motivated enough to get out there and get the ball back for you. I think if that ball goes to the post, the defense is naturally motivated, even elevated in their mission. Now they've got to
second and 9 at the 21.
Ready,
The
ready.
run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
And bring it. Big Griffin.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down at about the length of the football.
60 Pittsburgh.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is third and inches.
6-6. Pull it high. Out. Hey. High 7. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, you don't want to see me. General West.
A shotgun give to Fournette. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
Yeah, baby. Go
They
now.
give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Mike is 59. Mike is
On second down, here's Fournette. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. This is third and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Now Leonard Fournette. And an alley to run. And he'll take it into Leonard Fournette. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes, and finding Davis here, the tight end. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Buying time to his left. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Mahomes again here on second and 10. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now third down. Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
I got it.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Mahomes can sling it, but the feet are nimble, too, as he scrambles for a first down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. From midfield, here's Mahomes. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Grace don't travel. Grace don't travel. Check 43.
Attack, attack. Mark 38. Mark 38. Mark 38.
All you get is a headache. All you get is a headache. Smoke. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And the catch made by Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
I got him, man. I got him. I got him. He's mine. He's mine. He's mine. 38's the mine.
Yellow.
I'm coming for you, son.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jason McCourty. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they try to get...
Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. Almost like, it's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
15 line.
Crunch time, defense.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Browns, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers.